Mm,
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not even an episode here. It's not even an episode of Hey Poppy. It's not an episode of Swoop Boys. It's just a couple Eagles fans that got to get on here and lick their wounds. So let's get it going, man.
Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, yo, Poppy. What's poppin', B?
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Papi. Que pasa, mi primo?
It wasn't supposed to be like this. It was not supposed to be.
No, it wasn't.
No, we didn't move it to Wednesday. This is I said we so I know people are probably jumping in. This ain't an episode of Swoop Boys. We didn't really agree to do an episode of Swoop Boys. Uh but I said I think everybody honestly my vision for this is I really feel like everybody on the channel should be kind of coming on here, giving you guys a little venting session. Everybody get their last thoughts out about that bullshit.
I mean, it's crazy because now I didn't watch. I haven't watched no highlights, no nothing. Right?
Yeah.
So now your boy's starting to tap back in with his phone, right? And
Yeah.
look at the sports stuff, and now everybody's sending me everything, and I'm like, the more and more I look at stuff, the more and more I get mad. There's a lot of missed calls, but I mean, there's no. You saw what I just sent you, Twizzy.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's nothing I could do. I mean, I'm hurt. Yeah, it stings. It's a nail biter. I'll tell you that one.
I mean,
That one.
I said, you see that y'all see. Yeah, I know, Mark. It's way too soon.
Way too soon, but we
Y'all
got to talk
see
about it.
y'all see what it's name. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Honestly, bro, it's Wednesday. We should really be in the city drunk talking about how great that parade was right now.
like how Mahomes is right now.
Nah, because I know he's not even doing it right, bro. Like that's the worst part about it. It's like, and I mean, I don't know, bro. It's hard. It's like Rico just said, bro. I don't know. I haven't really been on the phone like that. I noticed you and me been in the group chat like barely. A couple comments here and there. I finally started jumping in a little bit more yesterday, today.
I
You've
just
been
sent
pretty
that.
sparing.
I just sent that Will Smith thing, and that was it.
Yeah,
That's the best thing I could do. That's the only thing I could have did.
it's hard, bro. I mean, you go, your team. Literally, we look dominant all year. Yeah, man. Get it all. Hey, Mark, everything you gotta say, bro. Say it, bro. Don't hold back, because that's what this is for right
Oh
now.
yeah, that's what really kind of made me mad. Like we're up 10, and you, then Mahomes goes down with a little ankle injury, and we can't apply the pressure. Like I
So,
just
so set the tone here on how I kind of feel about it, Coach. I feel like me and you are kind of in the same spot with this. Like it wasn't. We're not in the. It was the jersey tug wasn't the thing that got us. Like
nah.
there was multiple moments before
I
that.
agree. I
You
agree.
know,
I
Is
definitely
what
agree.
I've always been preaching all season. If we play Eagles football where we eliminate taking the ref and the opposing team out of the equation, we didn't play Eagles football. Just simple as that. We allowed the ref and the opposing team to
Victory.
dictate the outcome. Hey, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'll take it. Eric Bieniemy is going to come to Philly if we haven't already, and he'll be the offensive coordinator since he can't get a head coach gig and show that he can get back to the championship without being on Andy Reid's coattail.
the punt return
I
coverage.
and I agree with that. I agree with that. It wasn't just. I mean, yeah, we could all say, yeah, that last play. We all hate that last play, the end of that. But it wasn't just that. There was multiple. That Quez Walking miss catch. That was big. That was a big catch. You know what I mean?
I
There-
mean, yeah. I
but
say, look, Coach hit it on the head. You hit it on the head. I mean, you got Mark and Ty right here. They're hitting it on the head, bro. For 1, 0 sacks. This team all season has been able to go ahead and win the turnover battle in pretty much every game we've been in. No turnovers. We didn't force a turnover all game. So the only turnovers that happened were against us, so we lost the turnover battle. We know the story with that. Usually, if you lose the turnover battle,
You lose the
you're gonna
game.
lose the game, and you can't do it in the Super Bowl. Any other game, maybe, but the Super Bowl, you can't. The fumble.
Damn, Mark.
Go ahead.
That's how busy I've been at work. I didn't even know they officially announced Brian Johnson as the OC.
Yeah.
QB,
he's
the QB quarterback's already offensive coordinator.
I don't know if it's actually.
So if they
official
haven't
yet.
hired a DC yet, I guess my phone should be going off soon.
Have they? I haven't seen it. What's up, Jordan? What's going on?
Well, I saw it earlier as well.
Yeah, they did officially announce him.
I seen it on some reports, but I just been reading up on certain stuff.
Because remember, Eric Bieniemy contract expired.
Yeah, his contract. It hasn't. Yeah, they haven't officially announced them. It's just all I've seen. The most I've seen is that they've everyone plans for that to happen, but you come with a good plan.
Yeah,
and then
the fumble did kill us.
The punt return coverage. Look, all season we said how special teams.
Bruh, get Michael Clay out of here.
Bro.
I hope he had his exit interview and they already notified him they won't be retaining his contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hope they told him the check was in the mail already. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, I don't know. So we don't know if I don't think the Brian Johnson.
I don't know if it's official yet. I don't know if it's official.
It's not on the Instagram yet. What's going on, man?
No, yeah, that fumble did kill us, but then when you look back at it, I mean, obviously it's a done and over with. But it was a I don't know if y'all saw it. It was a hand in the face mask.
So all right,
I ain't worrying about that. I'm worrying about all the stuff we can control, bro. We came out and we played very lethargic. KC was out there dumping.
After that,
you give the ball to Miles Sanders and he fumbles. The first carry is a carry to Miles Sanders and he fumbles.
What's going on, AK?
That sets the tone
for
you. KC came out to
conversation.
Yeah, their defense was more locked in than ours. We should have been attacked, like you said. We was sacking all year to not even pressure them like that. Come on, bro. Like, it was tough. It was tough.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. Just I'm not. Look, and I hope everybody's following this. It wasn't. The face mask is whatever. There's going to be blood because there's blown calls that happen on both sides of the ball. Definitely. And honestly, I feel like how that face mask may have caused Jalen a fumble, whatever, it didn't get called. So
throw it in the back burner.
It's it's on the back burner. The field not being up to par. I mean, that's shitty, but it doesn't give either team a real advantage.
Not really.
So we're not going to use that. A last minute look, as minuscule as it was, we know it might be bullshit, but we're not going. We're gonna eat that one. But I think we can all agree that we just hate that that had to be the play of the game. Of course, I hate that. I hate
that's
that.
it.
After such, because this is the thing, right? If it was clean and then it happened, they didn't call holding, and we'd be singing a different tune if we would have got that ball back with a minute 55 and
definitely.
Just say, we're driving and then just say Jalen got blown up and then fumbled again, or a pick six happened and they, and we lost the game like that. It's like, all right, well, at least like we lost that game, So I don't want to.
You're right.
I feel that.
We lost it. You look at plays like when you thought the Eagles sacked Mahomes in the backfield, and you can see like BG and Josh Sweat kind of ease up, and then Mahomes just come out of the pocket. The lack of the rush lane discipline, where allowed Mahomes to get 26 yards, which set them up for that field goal. The fact that Gannon, the inability to adjust, meaning if they're going in motion now, we traditionally run at cover 4. He was running a lot of man. Bro, if you're worried about the middle, then go to a cover 3.
Yeah.
That's completely simple. Like,
exactly.
There's no way you let Kadarius Katuni, whatever the hell his name is,
Kadarius
like that, bro.
And
then what did I say that Sunday? If you let these wide receivers work for free, they were going to put in work, and they did. There was a lack of contact, bro.
I mean,
it's all in the defense.
to be I mean, honestly, that's the something that was supposed to be our big weapon going in is our defense is so good and it's been so great all season that it should be able to do a lot for it to basically be the thing that really cost us. Because again, we're not gonna sit here and eat off that last play. It shouldn't have came down to that. Like Coach said, if we played Eagles football, if we played the type of football we were supposed to be playing, that last drive doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Because you had in the second half, you had 10 other times to go ahead and stop them.
Bro, they preached it all year. Oh, the only people that could beat us is ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
They preached it all year.
We did that from the jump. Why the hell was Sipas activated? Kern should have finished out the season.
Bro, facts.
Yep, couldn't cover TikTok, boy. Sick, bro. Sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's talking that mess. But
the hardest part about it, bro, is just like there's two things that are really like digging in me right now. One, just
we
to have
still almost
everything you went through to get here, everything we did to get here. We make plays all night. We do what the we do because that's what the Eagles do. We do that together. Man, we gonna do 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
To have that man, like, bro,
that boy played his heart out. That boy played a great football. That boy played great football, man.
Jalen, and I'm not even, bro. I'm mad about the fumble, obviously.
Of course, but
I mean, bro,
I'm not.
I'm not mad at him though because, bro, that's gonna happen, bro. And he answered back. Like I can see, he literally answered back. You know what I'm saying? Not only did my man go get the tutty, he went ahead and got the 2 for us too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he did.
So that fumble hurt us, but he answered back. We were tied. He made sure we got right back. That sequence of the fumble was the game. If Isaac doesn't jump off sides, we're marching down to go 21-7 or 17-7. That sequence was the killer. I'm gonna tell you what, honestly, man, I'm disappointed in Nick too. We on all season, bro. It didn't matter where the ball was, what part of the field the ball was. And he was going for that shit on third and longs and fourth, you know what I'm saying, fourth down. We've seen him go 4th and 5 earlier in the season, mid-season.
He did it several times in the game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like, you telling me right now your ball's shriveled up when in the moment it matters the most right here, we should be going for it on this 4th down?
I put everything on the line.
And that punt that took us out.
Yeah. I mean,
so it's not one play, guys. It's you know, it is the Jalen fumble. You know, that attributes to it. It's the bad 4th down. Bless you, coach. It's the bad 4th down punt instead of try to at least go for it. I mean, I get it. The defense wasn't holding water all game, and you probably were like worried if they didn't convert. But I mean, up until then, the offense had been getting it. So you had a bad drive. It's like something's got to go your way. I mean, I'd have rather took an L that way, you know, because. People would have been mad. Like, why would he go? But if you know your coach has been doing that all season, so you live with it. Sipas. Why? Why did they bring him back, bro?
Yeah.
I would have just said, stay in Philly, man. We're going to just ride it with Kern until you're fully healthy. But it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, I saw some on Twitter. The Super Bowl loss has now ruined the NFL because Jalen Hurts is about to take it out on everybody.
Yep, absolutely. I knew you was coming up in here.
Oh, we knew you was coming.
We knew you was coming. I was waiting for it. And you know what happened. We took the L. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
Same thing your Giants did. We in the second round of the playoffs took the L. You know.
Not even that. Is Dabble really Coach of the Year? Because you got a player in your roster and then he immediately goes to a different coach. And is a
guy all of a sudden.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell. This goes for Almighty and all these other haters, and all this and this has been tearing me up. So I'm gonna let it go. I see, and I posted this on social media, bro. I see a lot of people posting this and I got sent this a few times. A lot of people sending me this like it was a slight. That the city of Philadelphia in the last 3 months lost the MLS Cup, lost in the World Series, and lost the Super Bowl. Bro, let me tell you something. Let me be very, very, very clear about this. Every team, only one team wins it. In every league, only one team wins it every year. And to get to the championship, it's hard to do. 3 of our teams made it to the championship, and they didn't get to close it out. but the fact that they were there says something. While all your other teams weren't even in the conversation. Philly was there 3 times this year, and the Sixers I don't have as much faith in, but hell.
My Lakers right now need to win 16 straight to get in the playoffs.
Nah, we wasn't talking crazy.
To answer Almighty, even if we were talking crazy, guess what? We earned that right because you know what? We were at the Super Bowl compared to what you were doing. Y'all were basically watching and getting ready for the offseason. So when you earn that right to do certain things, you can get away with it. Yep. It may be something kind of foreign to you, Almighty, because it hasn't been a minute. But guess what? When you get back to that glorious day, regardless how far it is, no time soon, probably after Jalen retires, but y'all be fine.
Yeah.
See you in 20 years, man. You'll be all right.
And we weren't fortunate enough to be granted head helmet catches in our Super Bowl.
You know what I mean?
Our helmet catch wasn't as official as the Giants helmet catch.
They did give us that one. We didn't get the Devontae catch.
The Devontae.
That's the one that kind of threw me off. I'm like, that was a catch though. The Devontae catch was a catch.
Yeah, it was. But you know what? And I told Cuz when I told him he was over. I was like, as soon as it happened, I said, that one non-catch that we got off, and we heard that the hurry up offense and went right after that and scored. That haunted us for the rest of the playoffs. Like after that, they were like, anytime Devontae catches a ball, it's reviewing. We're just gonna say no, it's not a catch. Like shit is crazy, bro. Y'all boys hold it down. I'm gonna have to catch the replay. But in the words of the late Tupac, keep your heads up. Hey, for real. After every dark day, there's a brighter one. Hey, that's a fact, bro. That is a fact. Almighty, you know that's not true, bro. You hope that's true. You hope that. Bro. Y'all not going back to the playoffs next year.
Yeah, they're not getting back to the playoffs, bro. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna get back because if Jalen Hurts, and he still got AJ. They're gonna extend Devontae. Yep. I don't know what they're gonna do with Quez if they're gonna test the free market and try to get a different third.
Well, they don't even got to touch Devontae until 2025, and then that's when they'll use his 5th player option because he's a first-round pick. So AJ's good. The only person we'll worry about is probably we'll address is the running back room because Miles Sanders and Bob Scott are both free agents, and then as well the guard position because Isaac Salomalo. But hey, if Kelsey calls it a quits, guess what? We got Cam Jurgens, and he proved that he can hold out there. So. Our whole offense is retained. And then our defense, bro, we still got whatchamacallit, Hassan for the next 2 years. We still got Nakobe Dean coming off the bench that he probably should replace Kaiser. Like, bro, our whole defense is stacked. And guess what? The average age of our roster is 24.
Yep. Hey, Almighty, you know what? It's funny. I've seen you're not the only one to say this. Like, even a couple of our own team members are saying that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, it would be great if Quez would have caught more touchdowns or been caught something this season.
Or caught that
pass. As far as he goes, bro, it's like wide receiver 3. I mean, we could draft a guy in the 5th or 6th round for that. Like on every year.
Wide receiver 3 should have been Dallas. Dallas should be utilized like how they use Travis Kelce.
That's what I was saying. That is that we have him. He should be hitting way more.
Because at the same time, you can bring back, you can put up Stoles in the tight end position while he does the wide receiver 3.
Exactly.
Hey, Coach, I was going to ask you. Speaking of the defense, and we're going to talk a little bit about some free agent stuff too. So Job, how did Josh Jobe do? Did you ever get any chances to kind of see him when he did get in, or did you notice anything with him?
He has some flashes. So the biggest thing is with a lot of these young bucks now is they're going to have that resource of using the facility for the off season.
Yeah.
Which what they never had before. They were using like these, going to Florida, going to Cali, using like where everybody goes, but now having additional resources and access to a lot of these things that they don't have. I'm curious to see Josh Jobe step up. But the biggest thing is what I'm curious to see is who's going to be that defensive coordinator. A lot of people are thinking Denard Wilson probably can, step up the DB coach to fill in that role. Or do we look out to a Lovie Smith? or what was the other one?
Vance Joseph is it Vance
Vance
Joseph?
Joseph. And the Vance Joseph one is kind of interesting because now you're bringing a familiar face because of Hassan Reddick. And then in my head, I'm already thinking with Howie fleecing, well, hell, Brian Burns' contract is up next year. Does he want to stay in Carolina? Let me go ahead and trade that number 10 to Carolina because they're in a rebuild year, and I get Brian Burns, a 24-year-old defensive edge. BG, I'm going to go ahead and let him walk because, he's going to cost too much to bring him back. Now, I just made my, front four as far as on the edge rush younger. So, man, like as soon as that game was over, I was already, I had my little moment, but I'm like, hey, the future is bright. Nobody's stopping us, especially in our division. I'm not worried about the Giants. Almighty, you can't say shit. You're 0-3 against us this year. And then the Cowboys, I'm not worried about them because guess what? Mike McCarthy's calling the plays, and he's not a play caller. And then it's the Commanders. So it speaks for itself. So we're going to win a division again. We're the number 2 favorite team to repeat behind the Chiefs. Bro, like I told my dad before I got off the phone, this is our modern era of Brady and Peyton. Peyton and basically Mahomes and Jalen. And the thing is, those two boys are in different conferences, which is going to supersede or prevent a lot of these good teams or mediocre teams getting back to the Super Bowl.
Hey, you're right there. That's the thing.
Yeah, perfect though, Coach.
No, but that's the thing that's been keeping me in. That's what's been keeping me in this whole. Honestly, that's been my set of sanity, bro. Is all the shit he just said, bro. The average age of our players being 24, bro. Our stud receiver and our other stud receiver, they're both under contract for the foreseeable future. So that's good. Jalen, we're gonna get Jalen. Jalen's gonna be a priority signing. We're gonna get that done.
Oh, that's Mando.
I'm sure that's coming very quick. I mean, bro, even the defense, like we just said, bro, it doesn't need a lot of tweaking. Like you make how he doesn't move here and remove there, and then we'll see what he does with the draft. But we already have a lot of guys in the building right now.
Yeah, we do.
We got a lot of expensive vets that are going to be coming off the book that I think, bro. I mean, Fletcher Cox ain't getting 10 mil next year, 14 million.
I'll let him walk.
No, he got 14 million for 1 year. Yeah, let him walk. Retire.
I got the veteran minimum for you.
I got a veteran.
We going back. We going back.
What they say, because they said, well, if they restructure Lane, somebody else, I think would be at 33 million.
Restructure.
33 million. It was like 3 people. It was
we were having this having this convo in the chat earlier, bro. It's so many more people that. So I was trying to explain because Cozy wasn't really understanding how the breakdown of the cap goes. He was looking at this year's cap, and I'm like, bro,
total numbers. Yeah,
don't look at that. That's all. That's all fake money, bro.
We're looking for next year already.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even that though. Now, if you look at it, a lot of these guys that are projected to be free agents, they know their time is short. So at the end of the day, what is it worth? Do I want to take an extra 2-3 million off and be on a contender, or do I want to go to the Giants, get paid 15 million? No, I'm not going to do shit. So I think a lot of players are going to kind of be now more attracted to coming to Philly because they're going to look at that roster. And like what Bradbury said, he's going to look and see. He wants to get paid, but he wants to be on a contender. Bradbury deep down is probably going to come back and take a decent pay cut.
You think so?
You think?
I think, but me personally,
did you see that?
Did you see the joking video? He's out, but I'm trying to get paid though.
Yeah, he made that. He said, "I don't want to play cheap. I want to play for the cheap."
Yeah.
You know who's going to be dumb enough to pay him again?
The Giants. Like they be like, "Damn, yo." They were looking at like, "Yo, this dude's kind of nice." Like they were like, "Yeah, he was on our team. Like, can we get him back?"
I know the priority CJ first. You got to go lock in CJ.
Absolutely. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Vic Fangio comes back or backs out his deal with Miami.
That would piss off Miami so bad, bro.
See, and he said, and I have a feeling the contract he signed with the Eagles for 2 weeks shows he hasn't yet signed to the Dolphins yet. So yeah, he hasn't officially signed his contract. Those things are usually handshakes until
official. Yeah.
all league year business is handled. So I mean, look, it wouldn't be the first time. Look, why? I mean,
Big Fangio gonna pull a what's the 49ers running back?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore.
Gore.
Yo, I'll never forget how I felt when I thinking we were getting Frank Gore, and then found out Frank Gore was crying all night because he said, "No, I can't do it." Like, what? What do you mean?
Bro, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
That was crazy.
You got real emotional.
That was very crazy. He probably would have been, because if Frank Gore, as long as he played, he probably would have been a part of that Super Bowl team.
He was solid, bro. He probably would have been. He would have been a back. He would have been a back. He probably would have been third back.
It was Chip Kelly. I mean,
you right?
Vic Fangio definitely. Look, he had some kind of interest in the Eagles. That 2-week thing was very interesting to me. Like, they announced it like he hasn't been around already. Like,
no, because I think when I think he actually did sign, but then they got permission from Fangio to ride out the 2 weeks because you're still in season, and he was a consultant, so he would still kind of, that gray area. Like, hey, we haven't lost yet. Can we still use him?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I'm Vic Fangio. That's what everybody wanted anyway. So, but the Vance Johnson thing is kind of interesting to me.
It's interesting because Gannon is going to want somebody that's not going to kind of get a lot of pushback, especially on the defensive end. Gannon's not calling offense. He's going to call the defense as the head coach. So how do you do that? You can't have two type A personalities, especially on the defensive side, because as a head coach, you're not always going to be in that defensive room. And if you're Vance Joseph, you probably in there, buying it, but talking shit about Gannon behind his back.
Yeah.
So you just get rid of that cancer, let him go free. And then, Vance Joseph, he's not bad. He does have head coach experience. So, that's somebody else that can kind of help Nick Sirianni.
He's a guy that hasn't really gotten a real fair shake, because I remember when he got the Broncos job.
Yeah. It was a terrible.
And then,
but that's why I said if the Brian Johnson deal isn't official, I was reading into this and of course listening to other people, and it makes sense, bro. Eric, there's no reason Shane Steichen or Gannon get a head coach position over Eric Bieniemy.
It's been a hot topic for the past few off seasons. It's
the only way you can literally come back to the NFL and put the skin color as the legit reason is if you come back to a different opposing team and you become the offensive coordinator, the play caller, and it makes more sense. You go to the team you just beat in the Super Bowl. Yeah. You can't say, "Oh, he's bad." It's the complete opposite of what KD did when he went to the Warriors.
Yep.
So it's not gonna, have the asterisk next to, "Oh, he already went to it." No, he still played. He still called the plays, and he got the exact same team out to the Super Bowl. And he was called, because if Nick calls the plays, we're running back into the first year, or no, not the first year, last year.
And it's such an interesting thing, because all the time we hear about, who's the two coaches with their big coaching trees is Andy Reid and Bill Belichick, and everyone always talks about how Andy Reid's coaching tree is so much more illustrious because he actually has multiple coaches that were from under him to go on and win Super Bowls. So it's like, why? What is the hold up here? You know what I'm saying? What is the hold up with Bieniemy? Because
they're looking at his past. Because Bieniemy was he was a wild boy in Colorado, but what the hell you expect somebody to do in Colorado? He was young and dumb. He's matured up. Like, bro, I think he's kind of paid his dues.
Bro, he's an old man now. Like, what do you want? What do you like?
Old man don't mean he was just one of the better coaches to stay out of trouble in KC, because Kansas City. Because as we saw this year alone, last year or not, what was it?
Yeah, but Mark.
Or last with coach.
Doug didn't call plays for Andy.
Doug towards the end of the season did.
So we're saying we're all sitting here meant to believe that Doug Peterson got a couple play calls in, on second halves of games towards the end of a season, and we're thinking that Eric B. Why wouldn't it be the same thing for Eric B?
Nick Sirianni didn't call plays at Indianapolis, and he's a head coach.
So it's like, dude, that to me, that can't be the thing that's holding this guy back. And it's been such a hot red button, literally for the past basically since Patty Mahomes since they won that Super Bowl a few years ago, the enemy is supposed to have been up every year for some type of coaching job. And for whatever reason, it doesn't and then we started getting those weird reports, basically saying how he can't read the alphabets off a sheet of paper. People calling him stupid, things like that. So it's like either this is the greatest tank job in history, and I don't know how they're getting away with it, but they are, or there's something bigger here that is buried, and I don't know. It's the weirdest thing.
The stat right now is since 2019, there's been 27 QB vacancies. Only 7 of those vacancies have been filled by a minority coach, with Ron Rivera, Robert Saleh, Caldwell, or basically all 3 of the Texans coach, Miko, Lovey, and then one Culley, and then I can't remember the 7th one.
Well, and then it stinks up the room because now we know we also got the Brian Flores, that whole scandal
that came out.
Like we know it's not nothing with that, so we know there's definitely something more to it.
Hey, is he available or is he in Pittsburgh?
Brian
Flores had that Miami defense humming.
He had that. He did, bro. I would love for Brian Flores to be, bro. I like Brian. Let me, because I know that they supposedly he was in on.
I think he was a defensive consultant in Pittsburgh, right? Or did Tomlin actually hire him as the DC?
I know they were talking about the Vikings. Let me see here. Oh yeah, let me see. Flores joined in Minnesota after spending 22 as a defensive senior and assistant linebackers coach. Damn, he going to the Vikings, bro. That's gonna be.
There's a lot of people leaving quick right now.
Yeah, well, did you see? And they also have that new report that's coming out that nobody's going to be able to start doing coaching hires until the after the Super Bowl.
It makes sense. It's a level playing field.
Yeah. It is. I don't know, man. Flores. You know what I like about Vance Joseph, bro? He seemed like he keep it real. I like what he did in there. He was the Arizona defensive coordinator. That season was.
What he did on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, he was. I like his level-headedness. I think a guy like that. I think he could be very good for Sirianni because that's something I really wanted to talk to my brothers about today. all the sideline antics and stuff like that. We saw the clip of Jalen. Hey, calm that shit down.
Yeah.
We not right now.
Mm-hmm.
We think there's this season. We loved it this season, obviously, all the winning. Winning is a cure-all for everything, but hey, we lost on the biggest stage. Does Sirianni got to calm that shit the fuck down a little bit? Does he need somebody on the sideline to be like, hey, coach?
Does he need a shot? Does he need a Sean McVay, a dude that pulls him?
Yeah, he might need
got one of those, but I think Sirianni, man, he was honestly, I would rather see that because that shows as a coach you're out there having fun. Yeah. Now it probably is not professionally etiquette,
probably not.
But at the end of the day, hey, I'm getting paid to coach football and I'm having fun with it. Why not, man? I'm gonna go out there and have a ball, and the players feed off of it as well. So
coaches having fun. We doing good, let's go. Shows the passion. I like it, but like Coach said, probably not the most professional. I'm pretty sure we've never seen Belichick do no shit like that,
Belichick's not a real person.
Belichick just sits there, this new era coach. Look at the Miami Dolph coach. He was vaping.
Nah, that was a Sharpie, bro.
Yo, I don't know, man.
I like it.
I wanted to do this because I am in a better mind frame right now, but I ain't gonna lie. I worked 2 days and then I haven't slept good. I just keep replaying it in my head, bro. You know what? I'm not even no bat, bro. You know what? Lex went to school on Monday. and Dre dropped him off, and no bullshit. She said he walked up to his teacher, and he said, "I'm sad," and she said, "Oh, why are you sad?" He said, "Because the Eagles got cheated. They lost the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs cheated." And the teacher said this. The teacher just looked at my wife like, "What are y'all teaching this kid at home?" I'm like, "Bro, I didn't even have that. He just was listening to us all crying." Literally walked into class the next day.
Bro, like I told you, you saw where I was at, but I called my daughter and everything once the game was over, and I called my mom, and she was like, yeah, she was bawling like somebody, bro, like my daughter was just bawling I was like, "Are you all right?" "I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry." I was like, "Nah, it's cool." Like it's like, dog. I was just like, "Damn, she's passionate, bro. She's only 6 years old. She's with it." Though,
hell no.
Oh, hey, Coles, you have nowhere to
I
talk.
was
You
about
got a
to say.
video.
Boy.
Should we play his video to make us feel better?
Oh man, Coles don't even right now because you know.
Shout out to Coles though, because he actually did do it.
He did it.
He did it.
Shout out. Well, you get the little slide, but that's about it, bro.
Man, but I've been very upset, bro. I've been.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
So I mean, I just started, and you know, I'm a sick Philly fan, right? Because then immediately the first thing I think of is
I think I jinxed y'all.
yeah, I think you did jinx us, man. Nah, it wasn't you, bro. We beat ourselves, man. It wasn't you. I should immediately think about the Kawhi shot. I don't know why. You know.
Yeah.
I think that it's like I'm sick. I'm sick in the head. Immediately when we take some kind of crazy L, that's the first thing that comes into my head. And because it wasn't meant to be like that. That shot wasn't supposed to go down. This Super Bowl wasn't supposed to end like this.
No.
You know, it doesn't feel real to me. Food hasn't tasted as good the past week. You know, the food does not taste as good this week. I haven't had a good cup of coffee all week. I've gotten a sinus infection since. It's like, so you guys can hear the congestion in my. It's like life's just not. It's just it sucks right now, man. It's like we're supposed to be holding that. I feel like the Chiefs ain't even appreciating this how they're supposed to.
Oh
no, it didn't hit me that bad because as soon as I got back in the crib, fired up that nice little PS5. You know what I did? I went to Hogwarts, man. God bless that Harry Potter game coming out at the same time.
Hey, I'm thinking about so there's a lot of controversy around this game. But I want
controversy.
Well, hey, break it down to me. There's a Harry Potter's game coming up.
It's out.
It is out.
Is it lit on Nintendo Switch? Because I'm trying to jump on. I'm gonna get a PS5 just for this. I think.
Is it lit though?
On the Xbox and it's legit, bro.
Bro, all the stream things I keep seeing, people. I'm trying to get my Expelliarmus Petroleum. Pow! I'm trying to fuck somebody up with a wand. You know.
You gotta.
Are you playing as Harry, or do you make your own wizard up? Like I'm trying to be
your own person, bro.
Bro, see that?
You make your own person,
bro.
And they got all the hairstyles. This is an all-inclusive game. They got braids, they got dreads, they got the comb over, they got haircuts for all nationalities. Then one of the characters in the actual game, so one of like the characters in the storyline is actually a trans female. That shit caught me off guard too. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, look at everybody being all inclusive in here. I said very progressive. Create
a wizard on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
To create a wizard on that. I would though. With a fitted hat and all.
A boy or a girl, and yeah, you can get the whole deal going, bro. And the crazy part is, it's no loading screens, bro.
Yeah,
I can go from the school to the village and just walk through doors like it's nothing. No loading, no none of that. And the map is stupid big, man. It's worth it.
Are y'all playing Quidditch in that motherfucker?
No. But there has been a rumor that might be a DLC down the road, but it has been addressed at the beginning. It's part of the storyline why there's no Quidditch.
I might have to jump on this, bro.
I'm gonna check it out my damn self now.
Sounds cool. Store.
What gaming system is it on?
It's on of course all the current cons right or the current consoles and next gens right now. So like I got the 5, so I'm playing on that one,
See,
but it should be on the
I don't got the
Xbox.
PS5 yet. Your boy just been because if I get it, I don't know if I'm gonna really play it. That's
Is
why
it
I'm
on?
like,
Is it
I was like that with my
Legacy?
Xbox because I had the 5, so I played so I played the
Legacies?
5 a lot. Yeah.
Oh, hold up, my boy. It says it's on the Nintendo Switch. I'm jumping on tonight.
I'm jumping on the night.
I'm about to play. Sorry, son.
Hey, you gotta go to sleep, son. You gotta go to
Yo,
sleep.
you wanna hear how bad? Like my son can't really play the Switch unless he plays with somebody else. But he doesn't know that the Switch can actually be a handheld thing. Because
Yeah,
obviously, if he found that out, I would lose my kid. Like
of
I
course.
wouldn't have a kid any longer. So we don't let him know. But the other day, I was chilling. I'm playing Smash Brothers. I'm walking around the crib, and then he's like, "Daddy, what's that you're playing? Is that the Switch?" I was like, "Nah, I just picked it up. I'm taking it back downstairs." My man probably coming out the bathroom with it. Hey, I'm jumping on it. It's on the Switch. I'm definitely jumping on that.
You're like, I'm on
But,
tonight.
I'm trying to and it's
What's
all.
on this?
Can I play
No.
across platforms with my homies and stuff? Or is
No,
it-
no, 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 no. So no
Okay.
multiplayer, no co-ops. It's just you. But bruh, once you get into the game, you ain't gonna worry about having like multiplayer and co-op. You're just gonna get so lost in everything.
See, this is what I needed. I need something to distract me from the misery and sorrow of this Philadelphia season going left at the very end. So,
It was-
oh man, I don't
it's just
know.
tough, you know.
It is tough, man. It's tough, and then see, it's because I saw somebody, like I said, somebody brought up the World Series to me, and they're like, "Damn, bro, like in the World Series, to me, the World Series doesn't hurt that bad. Like it sucks that we took that L, but it was such a magical ride that we didn't expect to be on.
Yeah,
Whereas the Eagles, like, because literally we got in as the last wild card spot, So it was like we really wasn't supposed to be in none of that, and then they just got hot, so it was fun. And so we were playing with house money through the whole playoffs. So I took what I got with that. We just happened to end up getting into the World Series, and I mean, I believed it for a minute, but then, man, once we took that L, I mean, I could stomach that. Like I said, we weren't really supposed to be in it, Whereas this poor kid is gonna find out Santa isn't real and the Switch is portable.
Oh, look at this one right here, Cole. The fact that Jalen will probably have more than Super Bowl appearances than Dak should be more concerning.
hey, the only time a Dallas Cowboy has ever been to the Super Bowl is when Dak was there to get his award.
I wouldn't even count that because they booed the hell out of that, man.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
That was a joint boo. That wasn't just
I'm
Eagles
like,
fans.
damn,
That was
bro.
a joint boo.
That was the whole stadium booing him. Like, God damn.
I'm like, this man's getting the Walter Payton Award, y'all. Y'all booing this man?
I'm like, are you guys sure you guys voted for him to get this award?
Like
Yeah.
Cole, not to bring the Cowboys into it, but you made that comment, so let's be real. Dallas should at least have 3 or 4 more Super Bowls within this last span. But the fact that boy Jerry Jones, who happened to be a spectator, because guess what? You don't go see a fight because you're curious. You want to go to get entertained, as we refer back to that nice little picture. He's ruined that whole franchise. Bro, Jerry Jones has reaped the benefit of the Cowboys because of Tom Landry. It's the same thing as when John Gruden got the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. He reaped the same benefit after Herm Edwards. Was it Herm Edwards or Tony Dungy?
No, I thought Herm got fired, and then Tony wasn't it Tony.
He reaped the benefit. One of the two is one of them two, and then get a Super Bowl against his former team. But the fact that the Eagles right now have retained and utilized their talent, not with just one coach, but with 2 coaches, and the owner is actually doing what an owner's supposed to and stay out of the damn limelight and trust his business to operate without him really needing it, has proved that the Eagles have been able to get to the championship on occasionally 5 times within the last, since 2005? And Dallas hasn't done it since 96 with periodic 28-year span. at that time, you have to go back and reevaluate your whole business now.
There you do.
Because, like I said, Dallas has always been stacked. Y'all should have won a Super Bowl when y'all had Marion Barber and Felix Jones and Romo and Des Bryant. That defense was stupid retarded, bro. And the fact that y'all don't have a Super Bowl to show for it, and then as well, Dak, Zeke, when y'all had Amari, when y'all had like a legit, like decent offense and defense, bro. Like I said, y'all should at least have 3 to 4 Super Bowls past 96. But the fact that we have Doug Peterson, he got a ring. All right. Nick Sirianni in his 3rd year went to the Super Bowl and almost got a ring. 2 different quarterbacks were able to get to the Super Bowl. And how long has been Dak or Romo been into the league, but have yet seen the NFC Championship?
Yep. Nope, not at all.
Philly's doing something Dallas hasn't been, and the biggest thing is consistency. Philly will get back there. The thing is,
we'll be
we're
back.
Hey, speaking of defensive coordinator Rex Ryan apparently is supposed to be in on the defensive coordinator position for the Broncos. Top candidate for the Broncos defensive coordinator position.
Okay.
It's the old heads getting together again, man.
Hey, I don't know. I like Rex. I don't think he's a great head coach, but Rex Ryan when it comes to that defense.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, it's been a minute since Rex has been in a locker room as a coach capacity. Is he going to be the old school style coach where that could rub certain players the wrong way? Or can he adapt and be a player's coach and kind of
Actually, it's funny you say that. Do you know where Rex Ryan was not even a whole year ago?
Probably with the Jets as a consultant.
No, Rex Ryan was on the Amazing Race.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He was on the.
I know the show, but I'm saying, what does that mean?
Dak will make the SB one day.
He did. He walked off stage and got his award. He made it. That's it.
Just the fact that he was just the fact that I think that the guy can get outside of himself and get on a. I mean, it's a show that makes you use your mental. It makes you work teamwork. It makes you kind of get out of your comfort zone. I think for a guy in his age to be jumping out and doing something like that, I think it shows that he'd be fun in the locker room, bro. I don't think he would be like an old dinosaur, which is funny enough that their team was called the T-Rexes.
Trash head coach, but a good defense.
So I think he would get back in that locker room, and I mean, he walked away. He's been away since 2016, so for him to get back, I think he ain't coming back for no reason. I think he's had time to be outside of himself. He's obviously always been around the game, but
You're right, Cole. He did walk off with the trophy, but I think Dak Prescott didn't deserve that one. Probably a biased opinion, but the Walter Payton Award should have went to Aaron Jones. He definitely was close to Jim Brown record, and then off the field, bro, what he's doing with his partnership with Nike, his partnership that he's doing with the military spouses and dependents, like that stuff nobody has tapped into within the NFL. He has a deal with Adidas where every rushing yard, Adidas will match that with shoes. And then him and his donation with him and his twin brother are partnering up and giving money back to military members. Bro, Dak is not on that level. Now, Dak has went through a tough time. I completely understand that, especially with the story with his mother and his brother, not to turn that down. But at the end of the day, Aaron Jones, out of all the candidates, have had a better resume for this upcoming or for this past football season as far as the involvement into the community. Not only the involvement out there in Wisconsin, but also being back in your hometown of El Paso. Like, bruh, that's 10 times. But like I said, I'm partially biased because that's the homie.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's an award for who's doing good. And I do love seeing and Dak's won it before already. I like to see stuff like that get spread around,
Has he won it before?
I'm pretty sure I've seen the thing on his jersey. Coles, has Dak won it? He's won it.
He has that thing on his jersey, huh?
I've seen it on his jersey.
No, so all the candidates get it on their helmet, but the actual winner, so like JJ Watt gets it on the jersey throughout his entire career. Yeah, I was about to say Dak hasn't won it.
I mean, bro, look, it's a look. It's a great. It's one of my favorite awards. He's been a candidate. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with Dax in the community as well. And look, I mean, the Cowboy. He's with that Cowboy star behind him. He's able to touch a lot of stuff. So I'm not gonna even no clown that carries until toe club should win. Nah. Bro.
Hey, Mark brings a good point because remember, Russell Wilson was a Walter Payton Award, and then what happened? That they're coming up saying the Russell Foundation is being funny with that money.
All right, so I've chosen not to speak on that just because I feel like it's like because they said how much like a certain percentage. So we know like it's
so like 25% of that money has went towards the foundation or something like that, and then the rest has been going, I guess, to like Russell's pocket or something like that.
Oh, see if it's confirmed that it's going to his pocket, cancel that man. Yeah, but the Brett and Coles is right where I was about to go with this because Brett Favre is still walking around here with no problems and no issues at all.
Oh,
man,
not even that. He's suing everybody.
Yeah, like
he's suing everybody.
McAfee did.
Hey, did you see the white dude that was on the show? He was like, hey, he was doing something. He was like, hey, I'll see you in court. I got my lawyers doing everything. I'm gonna see you in court, Brett Favre.
Oh, McAfee said he gonna defend himself.
Yeah. Yes. I'm like, oh, Brett Favre, you tripping?
I'm just saying if we Brett Favre got to get called out on this shit,
bro.
A front for a tax break. I mean, a lot of people who get into these things that's why they do, unfortunately. And I'm gonna be and if we talking about Russ, bro, I've been on the I don't fuck with Russ bandwagon. Russ too funny for me, bro. I feel like he's on some other shit, you know. So, you know, he used that money to buy Sierra's Masters. That's what he did. That's how he did with all that.
He should have bought Futures Masters so he couldn't play him nowhere else. That's what he should. That's what he really should have did, boy.
Damn.
Hey, because I know he was mad when his boys was in the locker room playing that. Hey, I pick up the phone and I'm still smashing C.
Bro.
Hey, why you what? Like, hey, turn that off.
Did I ever come on here and talk about how my boy we used to all work at a sneaker store together, and we did a collab with Marshawn, and Marshawn came in and he actually gave some stories about that, and he was talking about how like because him and Russ really didn't like bang with each other like that, so like Russ uncomfortably one time came up, he's like, oh, are you listening to the new Future? Oh, is that the one he's talking about me on? Like, yeah, bro, get the fuck away from me, cornball.
He didn't steal.
Nah, he didn't steal.
He inherited that.
He didn't steal them, bro.
Yeah. He did steal it.
Hey, if I'm Future, I'm sitting back because I've been looking at these videos. Yeah, keep getting that free training from that NFL caliber talent. Because when it comes to draft day, guess who running up on that stage? The biological father. That's my boy.
That's my boy.
Hey, you right.
Future gonna be out there like Pat Mahomes' dad. Yeah, Sixers are up 87-70 right now.
We smoking on that pack.
My man, why didn't he have a better lighter? Why didn't someone give my man a better lighter, knowing they was gonna record him like that? Their weak ass lighter.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Hey, I just was hoping we didn't see Jackson Mahomes, but then yet again we saw Jackson Mahomes doing Jackson Mahomes thing.
Jackson Mahomes shit, bro. Like,
I'm like, Mahomes, get your little brother, bro. You better grab him and be like, bro, don't do this no more.
Stop doing this shit, man. Stop it.
Just stop it, please.
Can we bring up the Eagles bonding together yesterday? Everybody on Twitter going after Juju.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Everybody.
I love that.
I love that, bro.
You saw what CJ said? He said, I guess I should be a wide receiver. I have more interceptions than you all year.
I had more interceptions than you had TDs.
Bro, he said,
I was like,
AJ Brown with the TikTok boy.
That boy said the TikTok boy, and he said it said 15 TikToks, 3 receptions.
He was like, what he said? He said, you was almost out the league. Mahomes saved you. He brought you back.
Hey, look, it hurts. It hurts more when it's true. He couldn't even say that. Did Juju respond to that? They just let it. He just stopped.
Where it hurt more is when other players from other teams start going against Juju. Like, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
people
that's-
started chiming in. Twitter that kind of woke me up a little bit yesterday. I was happy to see that, you know.
Oh, yeah,
Somebody
definitely.
found a clip of Andy Reid saying Juju look faster on TikTok than he do on the field.
Let me say this: we will trade Mika to y'all. I'm convinced he want to be an Eagle.
Shit,
Hey, we'll
y'all
take
want
him
a
though,
pin?
but
Y'all want a pin?
We got this dude called his name's Derek DB, Derek Barnett.
I mean, Derek Barnett is,
Barnett in the 31st? That sounds like a fair deal.
that sounds like a fair deal.
Y'all have him under control for another 2 years.
And we'll send cash. We'll give y'all a basketball trade. We'll send cash consideration as well.
Look, man.
Because Dallas don't got no cap. You know what?
Right.
We'll eat half of y'all cap.
Yeah, there you go.
Another bright part of the I was loving Rihanna at the halftime show, bro.
Hey, that shit killed me, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. At this point at the halftime show, I was already intoxicated. I was dummy intoxicated.
Hey, Riri, she was pregnant, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah. Hey, no, my
Yeah.
wife was the one that she grabbed me. She was like, "Hey, she's pregnant." She noticed it instantly, and I was like, "She is."
First round
I was
pick.
like, "We up?"
Well, look, we'll give
Fair
you
deal.
we'll give you the 31st, and we'll give you our first next year.
Yeah, we'll give you 31st, Derek Barnett, and
And
if
a bag
y'all
of
beat
hot
us,
Cheetos.
yeah, an opportunity. Yeah,
Bro,
no,
let Cole be a GM. I'll be fleecing the hell out of him.
Cheetos. Micah got 3 more years on that deal. We'll get you 2 first for sure.
Not
first?
even that. I can still pick up that first 5th round option because
That's what I'm saying. He got 3 more years left on that deal. He only played 2 so far.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
we Gucci on that. Yeah, no, it was cool. But yeah, I was already.
Can you imagine that defense? Micah and a damn Hassan Reddick? Like, what the fuck you do?
Yeesh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm gonna tell you what right now. I already know Reddick's deal. So Reddick is what, 26 or 27?
You said what?
Reddick, how old is he?
Reddick?
Is he 26 or 27?
26, if I'm correct.
26. Okay. So he has 2 more years. So that's 28. I'm pretty sure we'll probably re-sign him again for like another year or 2 after that.
Oh, we're gonna get him till you about 32.
Yeah,
I was
so
about to say, honestly, if I'm Howie and I'm looking at this cap right now, look, let's go ahead and restructure. Let's go ahead and extend you right now. I'll gladly go ahead and give you another because he's only on a 3-year deal. You
yeah.
already played
Yeah.
the first year, so you got 2 left. Let's go.
Boy's
ahead.
already he's already from Philly.
Let's just lock this. Let's
keep
lock
him
this
home.
cap
Keep
to
him
32,
home.
bro. Let's
Keep
go
him
ahead and
home.
extend this out to 6 years. I'm gonna go ahead and get you this guaranteed, and we're gonna make it real cap friendly, my boy. Come on, let's
That's
just lock
it.
it in. You don't want to go nowhere.
You've been
Nah,
you've been
yeah.
home all year. You know you don't want to go nowhere.
I'm like, hey, bro, here's my realtor. All right, go pick any house you want. Once you find that house, have my realtor shoot me the text. I'm gonna go ahead and that'll be part of your contract as well.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go.
As a matter of fact, go pick out a car.
I don't even know if that's legal, but hey, we're gonna word it in your contract as part of
And Devontae Smith, boy,
Oh,
hell
yeah,
no, Devontae is
Hell
a
no.
lifetime Eagle.
No,
know if you
Devontae's
do
staying
whatever
an
he
Eagle
do.
for life.
Mike do be on Twitter fighting a lot of. You know what it is? I think he's just trying to make up for that shit he said. That interview where he was.
Yeah, where he
feeling himself.
downplayed. Where he tried to downplay Jalen. Like, boy, you
Yeah.
better.
Like, hey, boy, stop.
That's almost as stupid as Juju saying there's no good cheesesteaks in Philly.
Cole got that.
He
Micah
just-
be
Juju just
fighting
can't
y'all
take the
battles.
L's.
Those are his battles too, man. Micah, if he can find any excuse to be in Philly, he'd be there.
Oh man.
Oh
He's-
shit, Grandma, you need me to come? All right, I'll be right down the street. Damn.
Oh, you cooking? You cooking this weekend? I'm on my way.
Hey, so
I know we got a game Thursday, but I'll make sure I ask Jerry to borrow the charter. I'll be
Jerry,
there.
I know we always play Thanksgiving, but can we play the Eagles in Philadelphia on Thanksgiving, please?
So please.
I know you set it up.
He's like, what are you
if
doing sitting on that
actually
side?
happens, I would probably do that. I might go.
Yeah, this isn't a regular Swoop Boys episode. This is a getting shit off our chest venting episode. He's chilling. I think he had some family in town still from the Super Bowl. He
Yeah.
had a very busy week.
Yeah,
You know, everybody was at Everybody was in Arizona. He was shaking hands, kissing babies, and then
You know, he hosted the whole
he-
NFL as they were in his town.
Bro.
So you know,
we just got a little piece of that on Sunday on San Diego.
yeah, y'all had it. Y'all did have it lit. Wait, I love that. So what? Can you the news anchor thing? When he was like, "Go Cowboy," he said, "Never heard of him."
Oh yeah, nah. So we obviously we were doing our Eagles interview, and then he did the chant with us. He was like, "Can I get that EAG?" So we did it. He did it with us, and he's like, being a diehard Cowboy fan, I've never done. And we were like, "What?" And like we all looked at each other, and, like we were trying not to cuss on national TV. You know, we were like, "Never heard of her." That's why you see everybody's face, like, "Never heard of her, bro."
Never heard of her. Yo, that was so great.
Bro, that shit was amazing. He just looked at us like, "What?" Like, yeah, bro.
He
Lucky
knew what
that-
he was doing.
Oh yeah, he knew, bro. Like it was cool though. Like I was up at 7 o'clock at 6 o'clock in the morning taking shots at
Taking
7
shots.
right
We've
there.
seen that, yeah.
It was a wild day, bro. That was a wild day.
Yeah, it was a lot
I
of
drank a whole bottle of green apple sake.
Oh, our table was just full of alcohol at one point. Like, whoa.
We were just, I was Coronas and Hennessy over at my crib, and every time your team didn't convert on the 3rd and long or a 4th down, anytime the opposing team scored, every time they showed Jason Kelsey's mom on TV, there had to be a shot taken.
Hell yeah. They didn't have no Hennessy at the bar. I was very pissed off.
That is
What bar
crazy.
don't have no?
Bro, I was pissed. I was like, "What? Why you guys don't have Hennessy?" I was like, "You guys are tripping, bro." I was like, "Come on, you know I was in town. Just give me a bottle."
Honestly, that falls on Dewey's shoulders. You gotta have that. Your man's gotta answer for that. That's crazy.
I need that hen dog next time. If not, it's coming in the pocket.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel a lot better with this. This definitely took a little bit of.
Yeah, it took a little off my chest, but I'm still.
The last thing I'm gonna bring up, because I mentioned it in the group chat earlier this morning. I feel a lot better about CJ DJ's contract with these numbers I keep seeing, bro. It's closer to the Hassan Reddick deal right now than anything else I've seen all season. And if that's the case,
We just waiting for confirmation, man.
He said he wants to stay in Philly.
He said he wants to stay, and then these boys is big on social media as far as recruiting everybody and like, bro,
yeah,
because they know anybody's leaving.
Was it you that said Derek want to play with AJ?
Yeah.
Miles walking. Hey, I looked at the numbers. It's doable, and his contract expires in 2024. So you can Derrick Henry. You can easily restructure. I don't want to even say restructure, but you can extend his contract to at least 30.
Yeah.
He's 28 right now. You get 2 more years out of him. Hey man,
I also heard Miles said he would take a pay cut to stay in Philly, but we'll see how that goes.
After fumbling in the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
My man, you gotta go. I'm sorry.
That was horrible. That was horrible,
bro.
You saw in the Super Bowl, Miles Sanders took a step back and Gainwell actually stepped forward.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Miles gotta go.
Get my man in here today. Get my man over here.
You looking at the numbers for Derrick Henry?
You know how much we paid Miles Sanders this year?
How much?
12? The same that Derrick Henry's getting paid.
What? 12? How much was it?
Miles is getting $10 million this year.
10 million?
Yeah.
There you go.
And I think he's supposed to get 11 or 12.
I'm not interested in Jacobs.
I would take that.
But I feel like if it comes down to between Jacobs versus Henry, a big bruising thumper, you got the Kenny Gainwells and the Boston Scotts for your change of pace guys.
Well, remember, Jacobs is a free agent, so he's really not going to cost me anything.
I'll be interested.
I can keep asset, and then as well, it all depends what's going to happen out there in Vegas. If a bunch of players were like, it's like not sunshine and fantasy out there in Vegas, those boys might just blow the whole organization up and just rebuild, and they'll just start Devontae Adams, trade him to get draft picks. Then you got what's that rush? The defensive end out there, I can't remember his name, but you let him go to get some assets, so you can flip and then slowly try and rebuild within the organization.
I think that works as long as they don't get the
They don't go
get
after their
A-Rod.
veteran quarterback.
They don't go get Aaron Rodgers. You know,
Unless-
that'll make a lot of guys think about it.
You go after Jimmy Garoppolo. He's young enough. He's not going to cost you that much money. I can at least somewhat, get some tread left on whatever tires that are there.
Yeah.
And then just build around him. Devontae, I'll let his friend go. I'm gonna let Devontae go.
Thank you for your services. Have a nice rest of your day.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be, because I just think the last thing I could think about before, and I'll lead to you guys after that. But I remember going in the Super Bowl weekend last year and just seeing like how great the quarterback play was last year. Jalen wasn't at that point yet. He was still figuring shit out. He obviously still. We all knew he needed to take a step forward, and so going into this season and just seeing the man that the player he became and he progressed and made himself into. And you got to be thinking, as the rest of the NFL has to be looking at Philly, like we said, Mahomes, Philly. The boy over in Cincy, like these guys got serious quarterbacks.
Burrow, Herbert, Jalen,
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes, Josh Allen. Like honestly, all your top tier quarterbacks are in the AFC.
Yeah.
And then if you look in the NFC, it's only Jalen.
It's only Jalen.
Jalen.
Nah, I'm legit trying to think.
No, it's
bro.
only Jalen. I know.
What are you looking at in the whole NFC?
And the NFC,
It's only Jalen, bro.
if you look at the AFC, you got Herbert, you got Burrows, you got Mahomes, you got Josh Allen, you have
It's only Jalen, bro.
oh, you got Lamar, you got
All right,
Tua.
so if we buy the Purdy hype, you could say maybe Purdy's going to be there.
Fuck
Aaron
no.
Rodgers is aging on the way
the
out.
hype was dismantled.
Yeah.
If
Aaron
anything,
Rodgers
we're
is
looking
aging
at
on his
top
way out.
tier. We're looking at Jalen, Geno.
Who's LA going to be starting?
We'll go with Garoppolo, and that's the thing. Is it going to be Baker? Is it going to be Stafford?
I mean, you could make a case for that boy over in Arizona. Kyler.
Fuck no.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, good quarterbacks that are going to be.
No,
around.
Kyler's not a good quarterback.
Yeah,
He's
I mean-
a very elusive, good improviser. But
Yeah.
as far as good quarterback, no.
Yeah.
Good quarterback,
you
bro. Your coaches don't have to make sure you're studying film or anything like that. Like, bro,
That's
out
true.
of all the top quarterbacks, have we even had to? Kyler's in the same boat with Jamarcus Russell. He's just a step away from the coaches giving Kyler that blank VHS tape, and then the next day, hey, what did you learn from that film? But if you look at it, that's the exact same situation Jamarcus Russell went through.
That's crazy. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're
Right.
fucking.
You right. That shit's crazy. That's a crazy situation.
So I wouldn't
Yeah.
even put Kyler as a top tier quarterback. Yeah, he's good because he's freakishly fast, but Kyler is not a top 15 quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not. I mean, I'm trying to grasp at straws. I can't name a great quarterback besides Hurts in the NFC. I mean,
Yeah, I don't.
Dak could be in a better position if you have, Amari
And
Cooper.
what hurts, you got
Yeah.
players in our own division. Trayvon Diggs calling Jalen a top 5 quarterback. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
Jalen's
Trayvon
top
Diggs is a good
5, if Jalen's top 5, that still gives Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert. Dak's not in that top 5 at all, and Allen.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Nah, I mean it's
Dak's not in that.
the yeah, bro. I mean, I said Rodgers is a aging vet. We saw all
He's
season.
wise.
That was not the same Rodgers we're used to seeing, bro.
No.
And I'm
Hippie.
not.
I like Rodgers when he was with Olivia Munn.
Yeah,
I like.
I like that. I like that version of Rodgers too. So I mean, I don't know. That's how I look at it, bro. Like, and like you said, talent. Jalen's gonna attract talent. Guys are gonna take. Look, I'm not saying that guys are gonna take fucking sweetheart deals or cheap deals to play here, but you see how guys, when they saw what Carson Wentz was, what they when they saw the potential for Carson Wentz, how many guys signed up for that, and then it got us on that Super Bowl run. A lot of people are looking at Jalen Hurts after this, and they see the pieces that are already in place. This team, the core that they have right now is way sexier than the core they had in 2016 going into the 17-18 season. So you're telling me anybody looks at that, they're gonna say, like, I need that, bro. I want to play in Philly, bro.
And not even that, Mark. Jalen is going to be on those Tom Brady type of endorsements. It's going to be shit us regular folks can't even afford.
Yeah. Like that Hewlett Tagger and shit. Like, like these watches and these brands that we like. I don't have that in my house.
Yeah.
But the negative or the positive out of this Super Bowl losses, guess what? Now, as we roll into the 23-24 season, we officially roll into a new era because guess what? We have an official word mark on our uniform.
Yep.
And we're probably going to have a rebrand in our uniforms, which means these photos that are about to come out are about to be fire. You're going to have Jalen in the Kelly green, Jalen in the brand new revamped white, revamped black. I don't think they're going to keep the forest green. I think black will be the new primary jersey.
That'll be beautiful, man. If they do it right, I'm with it. If it looks like that one that you were mocking up, I like that a lot. And then it'll probably be the last time we see Jalen on some Louisiana hot sauce. You know what I'm saying? So go get yours. Go get yours. He gonna be on some real expensive stuff going forward. You know what? We're gonna be seeing Jalen on like Audi commercials. Jalen's gonna be like.
I think Hurts is actually, he's not an official Jordan ambassador, but I think he does have something with Jordan because all he has been rocking is Jordan.
Yeah,
he's been rocking Jordan's heavy.
It's happening. It's coming. He's Jordan is sending him PE, so
definitely.
They haven't signed him yet. That's coming. I think
this is more of like a test drive.
But when you start getting PEs like that, it's the deal is happening. So he's gonna be, and on all those players that are on Team Jordan, they're always part of other big elaborate deals that like it just all goes hand in hand because that Jordan team, you're getting like Jordan doesn't pay you crazy, but it just being a part of that exclusive club, it brings so much with it, bro. So I mean, y'all seen it. He had the midnight green 11s, bro. I can't wait for the Kelly green 11s. Those are gonna be.
He gonna hit the gritty on them bad boys too.
Oh.
He probably built those relationships when he was in Oklahoma because that is a Jordan brand college.
Mm-hmm.
So probably when he was doing the numbers he was doing out there, he made some connections like, hey, these shoes feel good on my hey,
I like
when
this.
I get to the league, help me out.
Yeah.
And as they probably did, hey, we're gonna send you a couple of mock-ups that we took. Here's some, the midnight greens. Here are the Concords. Let's see how these feel. Here are the jump ones. All right. Hey, what other ones are you looking at doing? Because Jordan has slowly kind of been dabbing their toe into the NFL to where I could officially see them doing, as Nike has always done, the NFL is probably going to eventually adapt that fourth uniform to be a Jordan brand uniform to where every NFL team will have like that Jordan City edition.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, you already saw they already started getting more of the NBA. I think every team gets a Jordan NBA jersey now, right?
Team does, but if you look at it now with the MLB, every team is getting a City edition uniform. So like last year they did 8 teams. This year they're doing 8, where Phillies are actually one of those 8 teams this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is basically Nike has their fingers in everything right now. So they're going to monopolize the entertainment sports to where they can control the market as far as, literally you can get anything you want. Oh, you want these. So, hey, it could get to the point if you're in Philly and you go to Rally House or you're out there at a Foot Locker. Oh, no, Jordan's not in Foot Locker. and there's not a Shoe Palace out there in Philly. But if
Yeah.
you're at whatever exclusive, shoe store out there, you may have a better chance of seeing like a midnight green pair of Jordans because that's related to your regional market. So I
Yeah.
think they're seeing the business on that aspect of it, and it's just going to create more money for them instead of the shoe game has changed now because all these people are using bots and buying these exclusives, which is making it harder to get those shoes. But if you go into the market, you know how many Philly fans are just going to buy a pair of Jordans because, oh, a player on my team has it or they have it in my team color?
Yep.
Why not? That's more money they're just going to open right into.
And the thing about it is once Jordan kind of gets in bed with these guys, they usually stay like on the team even after the career is over. Like,
Oh yeah.
Melo's still there, so I mean, like Jalen's the perfect kind of guy that they would want to build that brand relationship with, because on and off the field, he's just like the class, the elegance, the way he carries himself. That's the kind of guy that they always want for their ambassador. So
Exactly.
I mean, it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely gonna happen. Oh well, we went just over an hour, fellas. You got any last minute things you feel? Any last things you feeling a little bit better after we had a little session, you know what I'm saying?
Always, man.
Yeah.
I hope
The
you guys
future is bright for us,
We
man.
appreciate y'all. Talking with y'all too always helps. You guys, it's all. One of my things I said, damn, I wonder how Mark's doing. Well, my boy Todd, we talked right before the Super Bowl. So I definitely appreciate you guys, and I know it wasn't easy for any of us.
Nah, it
Hey,
wasn't.
Mark, stay tuned because we will somehow be talking about your Oregon Ducks and how they're going to be changing the NFL this upcoming season.
I'll be
Okay.
looking for it. We got a lot of great off-season content's going to be happening. It's going to be a lot of fun, bro. I mean, baseball classics, the World Baseball Classic is coming up. That's going to be fun. Spring training is about to kick off here. Twizzy and me are going to be going back and forth for Phillies versus Yankees.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be having our talks on that.
Yeah, that's going to be
Bro,
a lot.
I'm just excited to see the XFL come back this weekend.
Hey, bro.
I am, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch. I don't know if I'm gonna watch any football.
I'm excited. I am excited for XFL. I want to. Who's gonna be? He said, "You got my attention." Who's gonna be your team that have you jumped with a team yet, Marcus, coach? With that?
So I got a cousin who's playing with the Battle Hawks. So probably by default, I'm gonna go with St. Louis, but I live in Houston, so that would be I think they're the Gamblers, if I'm correct, or I'm getting my USFL teams mixed up. No,
there's
the
only
Roughnecks.
8 of them, right? There's
The
only like
Roughnecks.
8 of them or 9, right?
But then you got the Brahmas in San Antonio, like bruh.
See
the black with the highlight yellow that you might have
crazy.
me on that one.
You know what, this might be one of those things where I might actually just enjoy watching without actually being involved in like a specific team. So I'll definitely jump in there. You're gonna definitely have to be spearheading that. You already got the teams and stuff. I'm excited. The Aces, WNBA is gonna be jumping off soon. Defending world
They
champions.
get in trouble for some other stuff.
Not me.
Oh,
I mean,
Aces over there doing some under the table
Hey.
paying.
Hey, what? You gotta.
I'm with the
We
Sparks.
don't have big salaries like the NBA got.
No, they don't. They don't.
Other WNBA teams are like, hold on, where the hell y'all get all this money?
Where y'all get
Don't
this
add
bread
up
at?
the
I mean,
salary.
we in Vegas, huh?
We're in Vegas, so we have good ownership. Shout out Kelsey Plume. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see her back on the floor. The Plume dog.
You get Candace Parker out there, man. I'm jealous.
Bro,
Candace
that's
Parker
wild.
and Skylar Duggins are those
Skylar,
are the two right
woo. Don't even get me. Don't get me started. Don't get me in trouble. I'm not even gonna say it all live. Oops, wrong chat.
Wrong chat. Wrong chat.
Wrong chat.
Oh man.
Oh
Fact.
man, and then hey, hockey's popping off right now. So we Flyers, Vegas, Golden Knights. Stand by looking for the Golden Tuxedos. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking a little bit about that. And then I mean, man, look, we got this is a year-round thing, and you already know we got the hip hop talk, we all kinds of stuff, bro. So make sure y'all keep supporting. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna next season's gonna be next season. We're already plotting some stuff for next season. So all I gotta say is like, bro, keep supporting, keep rocking with us, because this season right here was. I mean, if you really think about it, this was like we're kind of like Jalen Hurts ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because Jalen Hurts, his first season was, technically his rookie season. He didn't come into the end. Me and King, we didn't come on the field until the very end of the season. We only got a couple games together, and then this season was really like our rookie year. We had the full squad coming in, so next year we might be in the Super Bowl, literally. So talking with us, bro. We got a lot going on, a lot coming to you guys. We always appreciate you. Damn it, I feel a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Because just coming in here and doing this and getting a little bit of this off my chest and just talking with my boys. So, hey, man, appreciate y'all, and I guess we'll call it that. I'll holler at y'all later.
You already know.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Boy, you know how we do this. Smitty up the bill, Booby on the wheel. Jalen and AJ think how we put a steel fight. Eagles, fight. Oh, you know we gon' do that. BG, big player, Bonte, Bradbury, pick 6 in the bag. Boy, sweaty on the line, flash that with him. Boy, the Kobe gon' get him, constant, hit him. Boy, and my dog big as my lot of switching names up, should be